Really, because I haven't worked any miracles. I'm a Catholic, and I must say, sometimes in the past, the Pope has been an extreme embarrassment to some Catholics, if I tell you the truth. Now I'm quite proud, because if that banner's up there, if you had the Pope here, he could be saying exactly what I'm saying. When the Pope went to Israel/Palestine, he said three very significant things. An end to the blockade of Gaza, free access to Gaza. That's what the Pope said. When it came to the state of Israel, he said quite clearly, we need two states, sovereign, separate, independent, autonomous states, Israel and Palestine. That's a great step forward. He couldn't have been clearer about that. And he said about Jerusalem, open access, freedom for worship, freedom for presence. I don't think he quite said it, but I think what he was saying, an open international city, perhaps under the United Nations. That's what he was saying. Let's be fair. Let's give the Pope a bit of a cheer for what he said this time. Go on, have a cheer even for the Pope. He's not your favourite, he's not my favourite. But when the boy done good, I think we should praise him. And he done good on this occasion. But let me tell you, there is a warning. And that is this. I think the screws are being turned on the Israeli government. And I think that Obama will turn the screws even more heavily. They depend for $2 billion a year on American money. And I think the tap's going to be turned unless they take positive steps to a two-state solution. And what will they do when they're desperate? They will strike out. They'll do what Maggie did in the Falklands. They will have Iran. They will do something. We have to stop. That is the danger in front of us all, that they turn desperate and do something horrible. Anything we can do to reduce the nuclear threat or the image of Iran, let us do it. And here in this country, we have a major opportunity, because we are talking about more nuclear weapons. 25–70 billion pounds on more nuclear weapons at a time of disaster. The message to Iran is, Britain needs nuclear weapons. Why shouldn't you have nuclear weapons? We have to start here. No nuclear weapons in Britain. No nuclear weapons in Israel. No nuclear weapons anywhere. And I think there's hope. I think we're at the moment of great opportunity. If we are sensible and intelligent, we have great opportunity. And I believe that freedom for Palestine is not impossible. It's a realistic, immediate target. Thank you very much, all of you.
Peace be upon you all. They have spent over 61 years of massacring us, displacing us, and humiliating us. But they will not succeed in trying to make sure that we do not stay on our land. We will remain. They have spent decades attempting to force us to surrender, but we never have, and we never will surrender. But we will. We will not let them rest. We will not let them rest until they are held accountable for their criminal actions. As 7-year-old Hassan witnesses his mother bleed to death before his very own eyes, immediately he plans and outlines how he's going to go about living and growing as a free Palestinian man on his own homeland. As orphan 12-year-old Sumaya witnesses the brutality, and her father, whose legs have been amputated, she goes to fetch water and her legs are too amputated by the Israeli Defense Force. As she will ensure that she is part of the liberating process of Palestine. As 10-year-old Ibrahim stands in the rubble of his demolished home, he looks around for his belongings, and all what he can think is the one true valuable belonging he possesses, and that is his pride to be a Palestinian. It has been 61 years since the Nakba, a Nakba that has been ongoing ever since 1948. Land that has been conquered confiscated, a separation wall that has been built, checkpoints that are restricting Palestinians from moving on their own premises, illegal settlements, and murder after murder after murder. A Nakba which we witness in Gaza today. Over 1,500 have been butchered, where thousands have been displaced, where an ill and starving population has been ignored, where 2 years of a blockade has still not been lifted, where aid and resources are needed for survival and reconstruction, but Egypt and Israel refuse to let them enter, where billions of dollars are pledged to Gaza, but not a single penny is delivered. They are not delivered of fear that they will reach the honest, true hands that will deliver.
Was it AVC, HD?
The UN is still expressing its concern over an imprisoned, dying Palestinian people living through the aftermath of war. We will break the siege.